Morning, all. All right, so today, I'm just wearing a practice jersey, Columbus Blue Jackets. Nice red one. I got this one from um, Full Moon Jerseys on eBay. The Reebok practice jerseys weren't bad. They're pretty good. The Adidas ones have gotten better, but I still prefer the Reebok ones because different colors with the logos and all that. But anyways, today we are going from 160 through 151. As, of course, hockey season gets closer, today is the first day of the preseason, so I'll be doing a preseason preview after this video is done, and I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be kind of weird. But, hey, let's go ahead and get started with 160. Number 161 is this Tampa Bay Lightning. This is the, of course, logo they had in between the original and the one they have now. This is the black version. The white version's already been on the countdown. This is the Vinny Lecavalier. I got this one through eBay. Yeah. I do like this one quite a bit. Obviously, that's why it's as high up in the countdown as it is. And yeah, Tampa has had some decent jerseys over the years. Of course, they've got the weird stripes underneath because they have since the days of Phil Esposito running the team, and I like the shoulder patches as well. But yeah, there you go. Tampa Bay Lightning start things off nicely at number 160. Number 159 is this Philadelphia Flyers. Tis a Heroes of Hockey jersey. And of course, it's Bobby Clarke. Bobby Clarke, a guy who didn't get very many penalty minutes because everybody else on the team was dealing with that for him. And of course, you see on this, I got this one through Van City Sports. I believe they still have this on their website. As I've stated in other videos, it is getting harder and harder to find CCM jerseys. It is getting harder and harder to find them either in really good condition, brand new with tags, or in acceptable condition without spending through the nose. So, Van City Sports, I believe, still has this one. They may still have a couple of others, but it is getting kind of tough to find some of the older jerseys. So I'm glad I have this one. So there you go. Bobby Clarke, Flyers, 70s/80s design for the Flyers. I like the colors better than what they have now. So there you go. Number 159. Number 158. I love this jersey. I do. And I like the piano keys in here and all this. This is, of course, Nashville. There's the button there for year one. Nashville Predators white jersey. As much as I'm not a fan of the yellow one, because I think it's just too much yellow, I really, really like this one. And again, if you did the yellow one, where it's all yellow here, and then blue on the shoulders, blue here, I think you'd have a better jersey. But again, so this one ends up at 158. Pretty high up on the countdown where jerseys are concerned in my collection anyways. Nashville, of course, on the back. I really like this one quite a bit. I think they've got a winner here. This is why when people say, well, they should have a blue one for home and maybe a yellow one for away. No, because then you'd retire this one. And I think this one's the better of the two. But again, some will say I have this one too high up on the countdown. Personally, I think it's right where it belongs. There you go. Number 157 is this it's really, really nice Buffalo Sabres Winter Classic. The logo itself is like a suede type material, so I would imagine be careful with that. I would think that repeated washes with that could start to get a little bit dicey. But yeah, this is a size 52. That was the only size I was able to get. So it's bigger than normal jerseys I would wear. Normally wearing a 46. In fact, yesterday the Ronning jersey I was wearing, and I wore to the scrimmage game for the Canucks. That's actually a 44, so that's an extra small. So it's one of the benefits of being shorter. You can probably find a smaller size that other people don't wear. It's not that popular, so you could probably get it a little cheaper. In the case of jerseys, it depends. But yeah, this Buffalo jersey is really nice. I like the NY in here for New York. I think that's a nice touch. And I think overall, very, very well done. I like the striping as well. The shoulders, very nice. The Sabres logo on the shoulder. It's just overall a very, very nice jersey. Really big fan. I don't know why I wrote that as suede. It's like faux leather. It's faux leather. Not suede's different. I had a suede vest in high school. It was like my most prized possession. And I'm looking at that and going, wait, as after I'd paused and going, it's just faux leather, moron. All right, so See, I call myself a moron too. So number 156 is this Adidas Bruins, which has grown on me. This is one of those ones, again, that when they showed it, I went, I guess. It's fine, I guess. So it's a throwback to the style they wore in the 40s, right? And I really like the logo quite a bit. The design's nice. This one I got through Cool Hockey. So Cool Hockey had their sale, and I went, yep, okay, cool. I'll get it. And yeah, sure, there you go. That's the cool and Cool Hockey. But I like the neckline a lot. See there, 46. But yeah, I like the striping. Everything on it's really nice. Boston, honestly, throughout their history, have had some really nice jerseys. They've had some iffy ones as well, which have already shown up on the countdown. But yeah, this one, pretty nice. And again, it ended up being more impressive to me than I thought it would be when I first saw it. But again, some jerseys don't make that great first impression. And then eventually you realize, you know what? That one's pretty good. Number 155 is this Colorado Avalanche stadium jersey. So the other stadium jersey, the one from a couple years back, didn't rate so highly. This one does. Really, really like this jersey a lot. The 5280, this is the elevation of the city of Denver, the Mile High City, right? There you see the Colorado Avalanche logo on one shoulder, not on the other. And the stripes are good. I think it's an overall nice jersey. It is a blank. This one I got, I think this one was through Retro to Heritage, which, again, they'd be sold out now. Stadium jerseys might be the ones that become most scarce quickly. I don't think they make very many of them, and I think it's just the one run. So, yeah, I'm glad I have this. Because if I was looking for it right now, I'm not sure that I could track it down without spending, I would say, at least $300 for it. So, yeah, and that's despite this being a replica. I would still think even with the premier Reebok jerseys that you'd still be looking at probably $300 minimum. But, again, very nice jersey, big fan, and I honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing an Adidas updated version of this. I think they could do really nicely. Number 154, Minnesota Wild, red jersey. And this is one, again, and remember the Boston one? This is kind of the same thing, where when they first came out with it, I thought, well, that's kind of a Christmas tree looking jersey, isn't it? And yet, yeah, it's one of those ones that I think has become more of a favorite to me over time. And it is much higher in the countdown than it would have been if I did this, say, 5 years ago. But yeah, the Wild logo, I like the circular logo with Minnesota Wild there. That's very nice. Which the Iowa Wild had that kind of thing too, and you'll see that when I get to that jersey. This, of course, is a Parisi. I got this one through Full Moon Jerseys, and I got Parisis and Suitors from Full Moon Jerseys because I thought, well, they're on 13-year contracts, so it's not like they're both going to be gone out of Minnesota, and here we are. So, yeah, I do think this is a nice one. I think that at some point in time we see this one come back in some form. Because, again, I know red and green should never be seen as a phrase that I've heard most of my life. But it honestly, it does look nice. Yes, it makes you think about Christmas, but it's Minnesota. Why not? So there you go. Minnesota Wild. Number 153. This is the Vancouver Canucks current Adidas jersey. The one thing that we were kind of surprised by, we as fans were surprised by, is that the logo on the shoulder became the white with the blue stick on both jerseys. But it is still an excellent jersey. Horvat name and number on it. It's a kit. I ordered the name and number kit off of eBay. And then my lovely wife was kind enough to add that as well as sew on the 50th anniversary patch. So, yeah, for Vancouver, I thought this was an upgrade over what they had before. Thus the reason it's as high as it is on the countdown. I like the colors, the striping. And while I know there's a lot of people that don't like the Orca, it's been around now for, 25 years? I don't think it's going anywhere. Unless something dramatic changes and they end up going back to the skate or they find some new design, I think the Orca's here to stay. But this I think is a really sharp looking jersey overall. Number 152 is this Dallas Stars Winter Classic. You can see the Winter Classic logo down here. Texas flag up in here, size 46. And yeah, Dallas, I think, did a very, very nice job with this one. It's nice. I know. STDers, everybody gets that laugh out of it. But I do like the Stars logo. I think it's nice. I always find it interesting when a team does a Winter Classic and they have a throwback to a design the team didn't wear. This year's Minnesota jersey is a good example of that as well, right? And so when that one arrives, I'll do an unboxing on that as well, because I'll be interested to see whether it's the same material that's used for the Texas part of this logo down here. Probably is. And yeah, I like this. It does feel like a jersey that a team would have been wearing in the 40s or 50s, and it's still a Dallas jersey as well. So I think they did quite well. And yeah, so there you go, number 152. Rounding out this portion of the countdown is this Winnipeg Jets reverse retro. There are a lot of people who didn't like this one, and I get it, but the chain stitching on the logo is nice. It is something different. Again, teams went with gray. The gray is weird. I don't think the next time they do a run of jerseys, whether it's a reverse retro or something futuristic or whatever they do with it, I don't think we'll see a lot of gray, because I don't think the gray one sold very well. But despite this one not selling very well, I do like it quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, it would have probably been better if there'd been, white or a different shade of gray or something else different on this. But yeah, I think this one did pretty well. It didn't sell all that well either. It is kind of odd how the logo does have the pinching aspect from it because of the way the stitching is done. But again, not too bad. One of the many reverse retros. 31 of them, right? So next time around, we'll have 32. But yeah, so there you go, 151. I do expect a lot of people not to agree with this one being that high up. Again, it's the way that the logo's made. It's the overall fact that they did something really different. This does look different than every other Jets jersey. That, to me, makes it one that's higher up on the countdown. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.